What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryan Carreto, and I'm a CPA that helps simplify all things accounting related for you. Today, we have a question. Someone asked me, they've been a senior for 6 years at their company, and they want to know if that's too long, they feel kind of stuck, and what would I do in that situation? So I have I wrote down some notes here on my on this notepad in my hotel room that I'm staying at right now. And before I even get into the question, if you go to my website, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, book a coaching call. Happy to talk to any single one of you on any topic you can think of. So let's get straight into it. So no matter what position or company you're at, in any position you're in, you need to be either learning or earning. It's one of these two things. If it's neither, then you really need to think about it. On a learning perspective, and I can think about this. When I started working in public accounting myself, especially that first year, I wasn't really making that much money. I think I was making like $52,000 or $55,000 my first year in public accounting as a staff accountant. And yes, although that money wasn't fantastic and it wasn't great, I was learning so much. I was put on so many good audit opportunities. I was surrounded by really, really good people, and I had a mentor that really took me under their wing. And the amount of everything I was learning, and again, I understand maybe I was in a privileged situation in where I lived at home. I didn't really have a lot of expenses. So that money I was making, I pretty much lived like the same lifestyle I did my senior year in college, but now I was making way more money, obviously, relatively speaking. Back then, my expenses were relatively the same. I didn't buy a new car. I didn't do any of these things. I didn't really take on any purchases. I didn't do anything. I just lived at home. I studied accounting. I studied for my CPA exam. I worked and I learned. And that being said, I always knew that the money was going to be a byproduct of me providing a really good service from a client perspective. So that being said, I was learning so much that the earning I didn't really mind at that point. But I can tell you, in your particular situation, if you've been a senior for 6 years, chances are at a private company, chances are you've probably gone through the month-end close process so many times. You probably do the same thing month in, month out. So really, are you really learning at this point? Are you being challenged? Are you maybe given certain projects that you haven't done before? Are you giving the opportunity to continue to grow? If you're not, then obviously the learning isn't there. But on the second side, you didn't disclose to me how much you're making, but is the money really that good? If you did a comparison, if you literally just looked up on Glassdoor for your senior accountant in your city, in your state, are you getting paid relatively what the market's paying, what a senior would pay? Again, you really need to ask yourself, are you learning or are you earning? Especially, I can answer this from when you're really young in your career. Focus more on the learning side than the earning, because I promise you, if you become a really good client server, you work on your interpersonal skills, you work on all the things we talk about on this channel, I promise you, you will start earning much, much more money than you ever thought about possible. So that being said, again, focus on the learning side first, and you're young in your career. But given your situation, given that you've been in the same position for 6 years, I would ask yourself, is the money right? Are they paying you what the market would pay a senior in your role with your level of experience? If not, I would really start to think about, hey, is this role right for me? Second thing is, as a senior accountant shouldn't be a final destination. Again, hopefully this doesn't come off the wrong way for anyone that's been a senior for a long time, but as a senior accountant, yes, it's a great role and it's a good stepping stone to continue to grow in your career. But if you really want to get the most out of being a CPA, out of being an accountant, a senior role is definitely not a final destination. Again, not to talk about anyone that maybe has that as a final destination. That's totally fine if you're comfortable with it. Again, maybe you're not learning, but you're earning enough, so it makes sense for you. You're comfortable, you're happy, your family's well taken care of. No problem. Then skip this video. But if you're continuing to grow, and chances are, if you're on this channel, the more likely than not, you want to continue to grow. You want to continue to expand your career and your knowledge and your skills, and obviously a byproduct of that being, from an economic perspective, making much more money, right? So that being said, really think about it. I think 6 years for a senior accountant is a little bit on the longer end. Typically, most firms, a senior role is anywhere between 3 to 5 years. Obviously, public accounting is much different than private accounting, but that being said, 6 years in one role seems a little bit on the longer side, if not already on the longer side. So really think about that and really ask yourself, what do you want from your career? Do you want to continue to grow? Do you see yourself being a CFO or a director of finance one day, or something along those lines? Then really start to ask yourself if the current organization you're at is going to be able to help you fulfill the needs that you have on a personal and professional level. Third thing, lack of growth equals lack of opportunity. Is the reason that you're not being moved up, is the reason that you haven't had some type of promotion in your company, just because there's a lack of opportunity. This happens a lot. Not so much in public accounting, because public accounting is kind of move up or move out, more of a model. But in private accounting, I remember when I was a corporate controller, there was people that were in their current role for 20 plus years. And again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They were happy with the money they were making. They were comfortable. Their family was taken care of. So there's not an issue there, right? But if you want to continue to grow in your career, that does become a problem. And I definitely saw it myself, how there's a lot of roles where you literally can't get moved up because the person above you is not going to retire or pass away, God forbid, anytime soon. And unless that happens, there's really no upward mobility at your company. And you really need to start thinking about that, because again, maybe you learned a lot from this current company. Maybe you're really grateful for the opportunities they gave you 6 years ago, but now maybe you've outgrown them, or maybe you're where you see yourself or where the company sees itself isn't necessarily aligned, and that's totally okay. I don't think we should get caught up with or emotionally attached to a job. You should emotionally get attached to that vision that you have of yourself. And unfortunately, if that organization can't offer you that because of a lack of opportunity, then I think you should stop impeding yourself from growing on a professional level and make that move. Hopefully, it's probably the best thing you can do, because again, given your situation and given a sentence or two that you gave me, I think based on the lack of growth that you're getting, it's the lack of opportunity. It's probably the lack of growth that the company is experiencing, or they probably just stagnated, or the accounting department or that finance department doesn't necessarily need another accounting manager or a corporate controller, that if they already have one, or if they haven't made room for you, then again, it's probably something to start analyzing and thinking about. Next up is level up or move out. I really think that somehow in your career, you really need to think about, okay, well, is the current organization fulfilling my professional goals? Are they fulfilling my personal goals? And if they're not, you really need to think about, okay, well, do I need to somehow level up and leave this organization? Is the current organization holding me back from what I could be? And with this too, I think you need to have some introspectiveness and ask yourself, is it the organization or is it me? Is it my skill set? Even though I've been a senior for 6 years, do I have what it takes to really go to that next level? And really ask yourself that, because again, I don't think anyone can answer this other than you. And you asking yourself, do you feel like you're equipped to take on another role, something that's maybe more than what you're doing right now? Do you feel like you're there on a personal and professional level? And really ask yourself this and have some introspectiveness again, and ask yourself, hey, I think I can be a corporate controller. I can be an accounting manager. I can, be a CFO within, a certain amount of time. I think you need to really have some introspectiveness. And again, if the company is not allowing you to level up, then you need to move out. I really think that's where it comes down to. And again, given your situation, it might need some more introspectiveness to ask yourself if you really have what it takes to get to that next level. And if you do, and the company's holding you back, then again, the company needs to either help you level up or you need to move out. It's really that simple. And again, it's not something that, I know we build relationships at these organizations that we're at. I know we build friendships and we build long-lasting relationships, and that's great and that's awesome. But that being said, we should really separate the business from the personal. I think sometimes people get really hung up with companies or titles or organizations they're at. But again, I think you should always just be stuck with the vision you have of yourself, because companies change, firms change, companies go out of business, firms get acquired, things change and things happen. But the only thing that stays constant and the only thing you can keep is everything you learn and the vision you have of yourself and how you continue to grow in that path. And lastly, I think with all these things being said, again, 6 years of your current role, and if you think you really have what it takes to get to the next level, I think at this point you should really leverage your skills. And I don't think people talk about this enough, but even if you love where you're at, even let's say I don't know, you're gonna get promoted still, and you've been crushing it, and they're giving you opportunities. Great. I still think, and one thing that I didn't do so much that I do now still is always touch up your resume. I was talking to someone recently, and they were telling me how they're looking for a new job, but they haven't touched their resume in 10 years. They don't even know how to do one, and they're more on like the director side. Or I'm kind of helping them out and coaching them through it. But that being said, I think that's one skill that we tend to lack, and we tend to get very comfortable. And I think having comfort to a certain level is good, but at the same time, I think it precludes us from continuing to grow. So that being said, polish up your resume, really try to level up your skills and all of the skills you've built now. And again, I'm not telling you have to leave your current company, but start seeing what's out there. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like always, how do I say this? It's funny. Let's say you're in a relationship, right? You have a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, and you tend to get comfortable. And then it's funny how like I talk to people that maybe, I don't know, after they separate or whatever, and now like this person that's separated is now like their best self, and they're living their best life, and they got in shape and all. And I'm just like, wait a minute, why didn't you do these things when you were in the past relationship? Like, why? And I think this happens with. Same thing with work and with companies that we work at. We tend to get comfortable. We tend to stop doing the things that we used to do in order to get the job. It's same thing. And again, that's why I compare it to like maybe a relationship, because like we were doing all these things at the beginning, or when we were trying to look for that person, we were like putting our best foot forward and dressing up and going to the gym and doing all these things, right? And getting a haircut and getting all clean. And then we get comfortable, or we spend a certain amount of time with that one person that we finally got, or that job we got, and we stop doing the things that led us to get there. And same thing goes with, again, I'm not telling you to leave your organization right now, but I really think you should start taking into account, okay, touch up your resume, really get that thing on par, ready to go. Start interviewing for companies. See what's out there. I don't think there's anything wrong with you continuing to, and again, even if you love your current organization and you're asking yourself right now, hey, maybe I don't know what's out, go check. There's nothing wrong with interviewing at different places. And again, I'm not saying go disclose this to everyone and tell everyone about it. Just keep it to yourself. But it keeps you sharp. I think it does. I think it keeps you on your toes. And it's something that I've implemented in the past few years. I think it's really helped me. And again, I haven't really changed jobs in the last few years, but I think that being able to have those skill sets in place and always making yourself marketable puts you in a position, because again, like I mentioned, businesses go out of business. Firms get acquired. Firms, I'm not seriously go out, but at that being said, they get acquired. They make rearrangements. They downsize. Things happen with jobs. And I think we always need to be in a position to put our best foot forward and be able to take on opportunities and leverage the skills that we built all throughout our career to go take our career to the next level and continue to keep that vision that we have of ourselves. Hopefully that was helpful. Again, in summary, hopefully, I know this was a really long video, but I think you really need to take into account, are you learning? Are you earning? You need to either level up or level out or move out of the company and continue to leverage your skills. And again, not saying you should leave the company right now, but really think about, hey, is this company fulfilling my professional or personal or financial goals? If not, maybe, again, I'm not saying to leave right now, but maybe it's time to polish up that resume, polish up our skills, and really put ourselves to the test and see what's out there and see if you can maybe land something. And I think it's funny too. I think the best time to look for a job is when you don't need one. So that being said, start putting yourself out there, polish up that resume, and really ask yourself if the current organization you're at is helping you reach your personal, professional, and financial goals. If not, I think it may be time to look elsewhere. Hopefully you found that video helpful. If you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Till next time, peace.